Okay, we should be live. I was fighting with OBS, the streaming software, for some time. But I think we're good to go now. OBS, the streaming software. Just forgot. Yeah, of course I forgot a few things to check. Start in a sec. Sorry for the noise. To remember to get rid of it, not include it in video editing later on. Yeah, the audio should be fine. And we have the audio for
Bionic House
the
is
robot
all
as
about
well.
making biomedical data easy and fun to explore. The site has interactive tools for visualizing things like heart rates, hearing tests, EEGs, and more. It's open source, designed for anyone curious about biomedical data science, and everything's right there. No logins, just tools you can dive into and use. Check it out at bionis.com, just /bionichouse.com/.
Yeah, we have to limit the volume for the robot, minus 5 dB. Yes, we're developing the site, as you know. You obviously checked the site already, and you are ready to provide feedback on it. Someone was asking, where do these waveforms come from? The ECG waveforms. I don't remember what the exact question was. But yeah, something down the line of how did I draw? And they assumed I'm using like a HTML canvas or something. I don't know what that is, but yeah, no, it's not a canvas. So if you go, all the code for these things meant to be on the page. So if you go F12, wait a sec, to make the screen bigger. If you go F12 and you go into sources, on this thing you have the game logic in game logic JavaScript, so it's all JavaScript, and the waveform, so you can actually open it in a open new file. Yes, all the source code is embedded into the page because it's JavaScript. And then you have, so the actual waveforms are basic math. So we want to do, we don't want to use any third party whatever toolkits, or what are they called, the libraries. Yeah, we don't like libraries. Well, we like physical libraries. I mean, not Python or JavaScript libraries that are hard to control the content of. Would like to do everything in maths. So the waveforms, there's how many of them? Yeah, so in each example, yeah, you have how many variations? So you have 17 functions. No, it's not 17 functions. It's yeah, bug roll 5 or 6 waveform examples that you see on the page there. One is normal, like that, a normal ECG example, and the rest are abnormal, like this one. So when I click on it, I get 10 points for clicking on abnormal ECG, and if I don't click on this one, which is normal, I also get 10 points. If I do click on it, I get minus 10 points because I misclassified, because it says find abnormal ECG, avoid clicking on normal ECG. So I get points for not doing anything, which is great. This one is missing stuff, so I click on it. Yeah, so that would be one of those functions examples. In each case, we have the mathematical definition of a P wave, QRS, S wave, T wave. Some sort of adjustment, a baseline adjustment, and scaling. just because. And just add the P-wave, QRS, S-wave, T-wave, and they are basic mathematical equations that actually the robot made for us. So if you ask ChatGPT to explain this, it will happily do so. Yes, we had to modify them for quite some time, but they look quite realistic. Yeah, so I think we answered that question. Yeah, if you want me to add more waveforms or something is missing or specific abnormalities, ECG abnormalities, to let me know. But all the source code should be on the page. And the actual game logic is there as well. So you can, there's a description at the bottom of the page, but yeah, if you need the code, it's all there as well. Sorry for the ads. They are ads, annoying ads. Well, they kind of help paying electricity bills. What else we've got? No questions. I might take so yeah, go check out the tool. A lot of interesting things on the website. Let me know if you have any questions, complaints. This is a good time because the site is under development, so this is a good time. You know, if you're watching this video in whatever, in 10 years time, I'm probably not working on this anymore, so but currently the site is under development, so do let me know if there's any issues or something like that, so I can actually address them. And there's no human to talk to, so unfortunately to talk to the robot, which is also not very talkative today. Just responded with yep. Okay, do you have any questions about the website? I did ask it to respond yep if we are in the it's the most important feature. Okay, that's a good question. It's actually good. Let me read it out loud.
Yep. What's the most important feature you want people to notice on the website right now? Also, are there any tools you're thinking of expanding or changing soon?
Yeah, okay, it's actually not a bad question at all. Almost feels like talking to a human. Yeah, we would like to do more optical illusions. Currently we have this tool with a video of how we developed it and everything, but the optical illusions actually not interactive. There's just Python code that replicates them. But we would actually like to do interactive optical illusions because they're actually relevant to biomedical data science, because you can actually study vision and how the brain works. Maybe can explain, give an overview on this and ask even more great questions about the optical illusions and how would we go about making a web application to demonstrate an optical illusion. I'm actually wondering if the robot would be able to create what do you think? Would you able to create a new optical illusion that doesn't exist anymore? So the condition for it would be that the condition for it will be that you're actually using some sort of vision or brain phenomena. Yeah, because the current vision, the vision aspects would be covered by existing optical illusions, so it will be hard to create something absolutely new, or perhaps even impossible. I mean, we could create, I'm pretty sure the robot will be able to create a new optical illusion that is relying on the same principle. Well, like one of the illusions that we cover on this page. This speech to text going in as well. Is it too long to read? Let's actually read it quickly. I can talk over it.
Creating an entirely new optical illusion from scratch, especially one based on unique visual or brain phenomena, would definitely be a challenging task, but a fascinating one.
I'm sure the robot can do
Since
it.
optical illusions usually rely on well-understood mechanisms of perception, like afterimages, ambiguous shapes, or motion effects, coming up with something completely novel might be tricky. However, if the goal is to add an interactive twist to existing illusions, you could consider incorporating elements that make these illusions respond to user actions in real time. This would
Yeah, that actually sounds really good. We could make the illusions more interactive, and then one of the things we could see when an illusion actually stops having an effect. So, say in the example of the Hermann grid, how far the boxes, the squares, can be from one another for the illusion to actually stop having an effect. I don't know if you actually see it, if you're watching on your screen, depending on the screen size and everything, you might or might not see the circles, the darker brown gray circles between the squares. They're obviously not there. It's just one of those illusions. So it will be interesting to actually have an interactive version of it where you could change the distance between the squares and see when the illusion actually stops having an effect and at what distance the illusion is stronger. And perhaps you could do the same for the other illusions, like the Ponzo illusion, which we already have. This is just what we currently have on the page. Is just the Python code to create that Ponzo illusion locally on your machine, but we would actually like to have it deployed on the website, an interactive version of it.
would add layers of interactivity while showcasing the science behind them. For example, you could create a web application where the user can manipulate variables like color, movement speed, or shape angles to explore how slight changes influence perception. Adding EEG data tracking, for instance, could even detect moments of cognitive engagement or visual surprise as users interact with the illusion, giving a unique insight into how our brains process visual anomalies. If you're interested in attempting a genuinely novel illusion, one approach might be to play with combining different types of illusions. For example, merging a physiological illusion with a cognitive one. Imagine a rotating motion illusion that shifts based on gaze direction or EEG-based focus levels. This kind of experiment could offer new ground by blending visual and cognitive effects in a way not commonly seen. Let me know if you'd like.
It's always adding fluff to the end of the responses. Yeah, by the way, this so we're doing, as you know, so we are developing this website, bionicchaos.com. All the tools that we're eventually making going on that site. So do check it out and let me know what you think. Now, yes, we should have ChatGPT as a co-author on the website and all the content we generate.
That's a brilliant approach. Making illusions interactive like this would add a whole new layer to how people experience and understand them, especially with illusions like the Hermann grid and Ponzo effect. For the Hermann grid, letting users adjust the spacing between squares could reveal the threshold at which those phantom gray circles disappear. People could directly experience when and why an illusion fades, seeing how subtle changes impact the brain's response in real time. For the Ponzo illusion, you could add sliders to let users manipulate the line angles or the spacing of parallel lines, watching how perception shifts as they make adjustments. This could even involve a way to record responses, so you could analyze data on which settings make the illusion most powerful across different users or display sizes. To make these ideas interactive on the website, you could use JavaScript libraries like D3.js or P5.js for responsive visuals, and HTML sliders to control parameters. The result would be a dynamic and educational tool that makes the science behind these illusions engaging and hands-on. Let me know if you'd like any help building out specific parts.
Okay, I would like to focus on the Ponzo illusions a bit more interesting. And I can see how it will be more interactive. So we have the line position slider. Can you provide instructions for another developer as to how to generate the HTML code with JavaScript embedded into it? There's another instruction to make sure we have an existing CSS styling file for the whole website, so we'd like to use that because we want everything to be consistent on the site. But yeah, so like a Ponzo illusion interactive web application using JavaScript alone. Only visualization libraries, everything else should be basic maths inside the JavaScript. Okay, can you just provide the text-based instructions without any code? Yeah, because we'll have to start a different chat with Canvas, so we can actually do the coding. Well, unless we're doing a single shot. Single shot could work. Okay, so I have set up the HTML, configured the JavaScript. adjust, update the canvas styling. Yeah, a couple of things with these instructions. So the styling, can you remind the developer to ask me to provide the CSS for the entire website? Yeah, also in the instructions, make sure that we're doing one continuous HTML with the JavaScript code embedded in it. Can you modify the instructions accordingly? And just move to okay, that sounds good. Let's see if it will start generating the code. Yes, it does. That's a good little robot. Yeah, why do we? Yeah, we have a link to our CSS for the website. Okay, let's deploy this quickly. Let's call it Bonzo. So we have an index HTML in it, index HTML in it. Okay, let's pop it in. Okay, we actually have the styling. For the page. We can edit it directly in the canvas as well. Let's see if it does anything at all. Okay, it does, but what? Okay, this is a bit wrong. This is a bit wrong. Yeah, it's one of those things that it's probably, I have a feeling So it should look like image 1, but currently it looks like image 2. I thought it should look something like this.
I've updated the code to draw multiple converging lines, similar to the provided image, and modified the illusion to use vertical lines that change with the slider. Let me know if this matches your vision, or if you'd like more adjustments.
Okay, so this is closer to reality. Yeah, it's interesting. Is this part of the illusion? Okay, this looks good. Can we add another slider that will control the position of the line on the right? So it will move it left and right on the canvas. And can you also add the labels to the sliders? Just pop it in the chat.
I've added another slider to control the horizontal position of the right line and labeled both sliders for better clarity. Let me know if this works well or if you'd like any further adjustments.
Okay, so I'm not sure what the default settings should be. Well, yeah, the line. Yeah, the line on the right looks bigger, which is the intention. I actually like it a lot. Yeah, I like it a lot. One thing is that the right line position, the slider position 0, should be that the two lines are overlaid. So the right line, when the second slider position is 0, then the right line should be 0 distance from the left line. How does that sound? But keep everything else as it is. So I have too many windows open. I might actually pop the development Yeah, just pop it on another screen. Pop it on another screen.
I've adjusted the right line position slider so that when set to 0, the right line will overlap with the left line. Let me know if you need any further tweaks or changes.
Okay, there's a problem. Let's revert. Restore. Can you just explain how the second slider works? Yeah, so that 0.4 Wait, trying to. Slide, right slide ranges 0.9 to 0.8. This range represents proportion of the canvas, 50 to 80%. Okay, so instead of 50 and 80%, can it be 30 and 90? Just Sage, tell me where it made the change. Right. Okay, edit that bit. Okay, so that the default. Yeah, then you can see that the lines are actually the same. Yeah, this way. The one on the right is looking larger. when the effect is largest. But yeah, no, that's exactly what we wanted. At the bottom of the HTML page, can you include the description of what the application is all about, give an overview about the effect, the Ponzo illusion, and what a brain or vision aspects it's playing on, relying on. Let's see if it will modify. That's nice. Why is it grayed out like that? It's weird. Yeah, I can remove any of the styling there. Yeah, we have the so we have this CSS file for the whole website that I'm sharing below. Can we primarily rely on it? So eventually I want everything on the website to look consistently and be similar between different pages. But yes, if we have to add something within the page, any styling within the page, we can do that as well.
I've updated the page to make better use of your site's shared CSS styles, ensuring consistency across all pages. Specifically, I adjusted the canvas border, slider labels, and description styles to rely on existing CSS variables where possible. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to tweak.
Do we have description content like that? That's weird. Description. Okay. It's both classes description and content, is it? Anyway, that looks really good. Looks really nice. Let me know if there's any questions about the site. Make it available. Haven't published it yet. Can do it quickly now. Just need a few tweaks to it. We won't have access to. I know we do. Yeah, eventually we want to move all the styling into that one file. We had that image. I don't know why GitHub Copilot is so silly. We actually stopped paying for it. Yeah, I couldn't get a hang of how to use it. I don't mind paying for it, but it's just not very useful. I understand it's geared towards developers or something. To me, it's just a bit silly to understand where it's getting. Where it's getting its information from. Yeah, we'll have an image, probably JPEG. Yeah, I don't know why you need index HTML in it. Oh, come on. you have the file there sitting next to you, and it will be pulling stuff from who knows where. Yeah, have the styling for the page. In the body, we need that header. So we'll have the logo and menu. All the JavaScript is there. And yes, we need to cover some electricity costs. So we'll be placing some ads at the bottom of the page. Apologies in advance. I'm not even sure why am I apologizing for it. Yeah, I really like this web app. Nice and simple, quick explanation. Do we need a title at the top? Hey, can you just do H2? What? What's that font? A bit funny. But yeah, this is good. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Finish quickly for this. Okay, I'll save that. Sponsor. Export as JPEG. Quick, we don't have to. I don't have time for this stuff. Pop the image there. Copy relative path. Ponza JPEG. Okay, now at least it's getting. Okay, so I have a link. Yeah. Well, because that's not at that URL yet. Let's quickly deploy. Okay, that was the wrong. What? Okay, this the Ponza JPEG. Yep. Yeah, again, this is what I'm talking about. This is GitHub Copilot. It's totally. I don't think it's too strong of a word, but it's dumb, right? Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, we have a Ponzo illusion deployed. Not getting ads for it yet. Maybe Google needs to check something or whatever. Yeah, that's all the Google stuff. Let me try it in our browser for a sec. Yeah, maybe they will come later or something. And we are done for today. Let me know if there's any questions. Go check out the rest of the website. Any complaints, suggestions are more than welcome. Yeah, Bonzo illusion is relevant because it's to do with the brain and vision. Yeah, the description looks correct. Still no ads. Well, hopefully they will come later. And I'll see you next time. Bye.